Hi everyone. Today we will learn together multiple VLANs and multiple DHCP servers. So I don't want to waste money on buying the DHCP. For DHCP for DHCP I don't want to buy a server and waste money because it's one application. So what I'll do, I can run that via Cisco router. So I took one router, 4 switch, each 3 pieces. So we can say why we do this, to make a separate broadcast. If the one broadcast, then the network will go slow, the performance will go down. So we don't want that. That's why we are creating multiple VLANs. So each VLAN is separate broadcast. So that way I'm connecting with the straight cable, straight cable, straight cable, straight cable, straight cable, where we can take the cross cable. Both the devices are same, similar devices, we can take a cross cable. So here switch to switch I'm taking cross cable, switch to switch, cross cable, again switch to switch, cross cable, then switch to router, straight cable. So we're gonna create two subnets, 192.168.10.0/24 VLAN 10, then 192.168.20.0/24 VLAN 20, then 192.168.30.0/24 VLAN 40. You can create how many you want. So this is the one. Now what I'll do, I'll open a switch. I'll not create VLANs here, just I'll say enable, then config t, then I'll say host name switch 1, then I'll say interface fa0/1, I'll say switch port access VLAN 10. We know we never created VLANs, so the same way VLAN 2 up arrow, VLAN 20, VLAN, then interface 3, VLAN 30. So this side is done. Let me go the other side. Config, then interface fa0/1, switch port access VLAN 10, switch port, spelling mistake, VLAN 10, then up arrow, interface FA0/2, then VLAN 20, interface 3, VLAN 30. Done. Then exit. If you want to give the host name, because this is just packet tracer, but in real lab you must mention the floor name or the area name. So I'll say host name switch 2. Done. The same way I'll come the other 150. I'll say int FA0/1 switch port access VLAN 10. Done. Then second interface VLAN 20, third interface VLAN 30, so we are in third interface VLAN 30. Okay, so we are done. Now exit. So I'll say VTP mode client. This is done. Same, I'll do it for here also. VTP mode client. The same here also. VTP mode client. So done. Let me come here. Let me take it little this side. Enable config T. This is host name core underscore switch. So this is core switch. Done. I'll say interface range FA0/1 hyphen 0/3. What is happening here? Interface range FA0/1. Oh, I no need to give this /0. I'm gonna just say 3. So we are in. Now so I'm in range command. I'll say switch port mode trunk. So all these are trunk. 1, 2, 3 are trunk, but still we need to make one more trunk. So int gig 0/1 switch port mode trunk, that is connected to router. These are done. Now exit config T. I'll say VTP domain. I'll say Cisco. So I set the domain as a Cisco. The VTP mode is server already here. So I'll say VLAN 10 name accounts, VLAN 20 name sales, VLAN 30 name marketing. So we have created 3 VLANs. So let's see if I exit show VLAN, we have 10, 20, 30 is there. Show VLAN 10, 20, 30 is there. Show VLAN 10, 20, 30 is there. So VLANs are there. Now what we have to do? We have to just create for the DHCP server and sub interface. So let me take this side. So initial configuration no, then enable config t. I'll say host name, I'll say core underscore router 1. Now what I will do, I'll say int gig 0/0, enter, no shut. I'll say int gig 0/0.10. I'm creating the sub interface. I'll say encapsulation .1q. So this .1q for 10. Then I'll say IP address 192.168.10.254 255.255.255.0. Enter. Let me take little this side. We have space, I think, here. Okay. Yeah. Now it's perfect. Then I'll say int no shut. Already main interface is shut down, no shut position, so it's fine. I'll go for the int gig 0/0.20 interface up. Now I will say encapsulation .1q 20. Then IP address 192.168.20.254 255.255.255.0, no shut, int gig 0/0.30. Then I'll say encapsulation .1q30. IP address 192.168.30.254 255.255.255.0, no shut. So we have created sub interfaces and we have assigned the IP addresses, and inside so our router default router address will be our sub interface IP address. So what we're gonna do, I'll say exit, then I'm in config, I'll say IP DHCP pool, I'll create pool VLAN 10. Then I'll say network 192.168.10.0 255.255.255.0. Then I'll say default router 192.168.10.254. Same thing, what I will do, I'll say exit, I'll say IP DHCP pool VLAN 20 network 192.168.20.0 255.255.255.0. I'll say default router 192.168.10.0 20.254, then the same exit, I'll say IP DHCP pool VLAN 30, I'll say network 192.168.30.0 255.255.255.0. I'll say default router 192.168.2530.254. Done. Now exit. If so, some areas in each department they have their own printers, some servers, so they want to provide static IP. Some end users they want static IP, not the leased IP. So what we're gonna do here, we will say IP DHCP excluded address 192.168.110.1 192.168.10.20. So I'm excluding in 10 subnet 192.168.10.1 network. 1 to 20 we can assign as a static. The same way I'm doing the up arrow. I'll say here 20, then shortcut up arrow, then 20. So this is another network. This is 30 network, the same. So we did for 10, 20 and 30 the same. So what will happen? So 1 to 20. So 20 IPs we can assign as a static. So let's see. When I come here and I click on DHCP, see, so it started with 21, and if I don't provide the default router command, so you don't get the default gateway. So if you don't get the default gateway, so you will not able to ping the other end user. So one is done, this is also done, 2 is done. You see, this is 20, this is 30, 10, 20, 30.21. Let me come to second now. 22, 10, 22. 20, 22. 30, 22. 20, 23. 10, 23. 20, 23. And 30, 23. Perfect. So I don't want to waste time. Let me ping this. Ping 192.168.10.21. Perfect. Then 20.21. Perfect. Then 30.21. Perfect. Let's go to 22. 30.22. 20.22. Perfect. 10.22. Perfect. Now let's go to 23, 10.23. Perfect. 20.23. And now is the own 30.23. The own is gonna ping anyhow. So IP, this is on 30.23. So we are able to ping from 30.23 to all others. So our DHCP server with multiple DHCP servers with multiple VLANs configuration is successfully configured. If we have any issues, just send me a comment. Thank you.